Welcome to the Artful Minds by the Atelier magazine, where we plug into the pulse of creation.
Good evening, and thank you, Preeti, for joining us today. From the Atelier team, our heartfelt thanks to you for contributing in the magazine. We have with us today Preeti Sondur, a Bharatanatyam dancer and yoga practitioner whose work brings together the depth of tradition and the relevance of today's world. She began learning dance at the tender age of 4 and has performed on many respected stages. Academically, she studied performing arts and also management studies from IIM, a rare blend of creativity and leadership. Through her institute, Nataran School of Dance, which is affiliated with the International Council for Dance, CID UNESCO, she continues to teach and inspire the next generation of dancers. Preeti's story is one of passion, purpose, and a deep love for the arts. Thank you so much, Preeti, for joining us today. And before we move on to the questions, I would like to hear a few words from you.
Firstly, thank you, ma'am, for having me on this interview today. It's really an honor and my utmost pleasure to be a part of the entire community as well as being able to contribute in the Atelier magazine. I think dance through all these years has truly been a blessing for me because I don't know what I would have been if not a dancer. So I think, the entire aspect of it, teaching or performing or just interacting with co-dancers or artists as such, I think is a wonderful thing in itself, because I think every artist has their own uniqueness and their own identity, which, gives us a lot of insights, positive and negative both, because a lot of artists teach us what not to do as well. So I think this entire journey of dance for the last, I think, 20 plus years and 12 years of teaching, I think it has really been fruitful. It has been an evolving journey and inspirational as well, because I have learned from a lot of people, dancers and non-dancers. And I think I'm definitely looking forward to uh, creating a lot more, and with no competition with anybody, because I think I'm just my own competitor in this case. And I think I would just want to create my own little niche and just, evolve in that, because self competition, I think, is the most healthiest competition, rather than, competing with your um, colleagues. Or of course, if it remains healthy, then yes, but looking at how the world is going today, I think, self improvement is the best way to take the journey forward. So definitely looking forward. And I think writing something about performing arts for the very first time in my life, I had a wonderful experience, because I have never written something as such, except probably for the exams that I have studied. But yes, I think I'm really thankful for that opportunity as well.
Thank you, Preeti. That is something very nice that you said. You know, we are our own competitors in any business. If you see, nobody is a competitor. You work, your own people, your own business will happen definitely when you're dedicated and when you're doing. So, without any further delay, I would like to move on to the questions based on whatever you have shared in the article. I thought it will be nice if we ask some questions based on that. So, for example, you mentioned that performing arts can serve as a therapy for modern mental health challenges. How do you envision integrating these art forms more deeply into mainstream wellness program or education systems?
So I feel in today's day, I think the biggest mental illness, I would say, at a very basic level is stress. So I don't see anybody who says, I don't have any stress in life. There is every single person who's going through some stress, whether it is work, stress, or whether it is in life or anything. So I think if we start from the root, which is the stress, and working therapy on stress, especially through dance or music or art as such, as a whole, if I talk about, I think there will be a lot more change in society, because dance somewhere, I feel, the more you engage your body, the more you try to sink in with the music, because the moment you start hearing your favorite song, for example, uh, you immediately begin to, oh yeah, that's the song I like, and you start moving to it, whether you're just sitting at work, or you're just anywhere on the road also. There are a lot of times when these processions and all happen, and then suddenly you just start hearing, even if it's a devotional song for that matter. It's not necessary that it has to be something filmy or commercial, but even when it's a devotional song, and then you just listen to it, and you're like, oh, that's the song I really like, and you just immediately your body responds to it. So I think it's a very um uh, quick reflex that your body has. So if people start uh, indulging into dance therapeutically, and I think I would really love to be a part of something that I can help people deal with their stress, because I don't think mental illnesses would go to a level where people have to really get treated medically if they work on the base, which is, I think, stress. Stress is the reason for any kind of mental illness, I feel. Yes, unless it's something very psychological, like, you know, things like Alzheimer's, or, but somewhere I feel that also starts with a stress somewhere in life, in maybe in your young days. Or so stress and dance, or basically mental illness and dance, I think are very um, closely related, I won't say, but can be linked together, because uh, involving somebody who is going through a mental illness into something like dance will firstly distract them, because at least if it is for that temporary moment, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes of just movement, you know, probably uh, taking them to a place where they really enjoy being, for example, nature, and just saying, okay, now I'm going to just play some music and just observe what their body reacts, or how the body responds, whether they are trying to move to the music, or whether they're just uh, involving into the music and just getting lost. Even I think that's a way of coming out of a lot of mental illness, because you tend to forget what you are going through for that very moment. So yeah, I think dance would be a great way to get out of illnesses that are related to uh, mental well-being.
Thank you. When you say that, I can only resonate. Like now, we keep talking about STEM education, and there
Right.
is a system that has come in now where we talk about STEAM, where arts is also included. It's not only in the form of dance. It is not only in the form of music, painting. There are a lot of more things that have come in, and definitely it makes a lot of difference. As you mentioned, when we do arts, there's a lot of cognitive development that happens, and it is definitely helpful even for us to perform in the other areas in a better way. Academically, also, the children can perform very well. Even in the geriatric ages, it is very helpful. When you mentioned Alzheimer's, it is a beautiful therapy, which even if they are immobile, if they are not able to move and then do something, it is really nice to make them just move their hands and things like it's really nice. So,
Right.
what would you say to someone who has never tried dance, music, or theater, but struggling with their mental health?
Okay, somebody who's never tried dance, probably first thing I would say is it's not impossible. You have a, I mean, you have a, forget even flexible body. You have a body which can move, then just get up and dance. So I think that's at the very basic level. But somebody who's never tried dance and dance, music, or theater and going through a mental illness, uh, I think probably I would try and motivate them to a level that they would really want to at least give it a try. Because I know a lot of people are introvert, or they are probably hesitant that no, neither am I good at dance, nor am I good at music. I don't have an ear to music. I don't understand music much, or I can't sing, or okay, theater probably is a little more advanced level, I would say, because a lot of abhinaya would be involved, a lot of intensity would be involved, right? So that maybe could be done at a little later stage when they are a little more comfortable with at least moving a little bit, or humming something to a music that they are fond of. So I think motivation would be the first thing that I would do. Try to take them to places where they can get inspired that, oh, okay, maybe I should give it a try. Or maybe tell them instances, tell them references from my experiences, or from many other people's experiences, that would probably motivate them to at least give it a thought of, okay, let me try, why not, if it's really going to help. Because I think there is nothing negative about uh, either of the arts, whether it is performing art or fine art. I think it's only positive everywhere. So even when you take fine art for that matter, I mean, just looking at a painting sometimes makes you uh, relax, it makes you soothe, or it makes you calm. So that's how even performing art is. Sometimes just listening to one piece of music, even if it's instrumental, it might just heal you in a lot of ways. So I think I would firstly just want to motivate to the maximum level. uh, Even if that person ends up saying, अच्छा चलो यार एक बार का ट्राई करके देखते ही है, इतना अगर बोल रही है तो, to that extent. But yes, I would definitely push them to a level that they would want to uh, try either of the art forms.
That's really nice, because it is only until you don't try, or until you are not ready to come out of the comfort zones, you will not experience the ecstasy out of your comfort zones.
Correct.
Just
Absolutely.
crossing the horizons to explore and then get to know a lot more.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's a wonderful thing, actually. Motivation.
And I think related to that, I would just want to share a small experience, my personal experience. So, like all of us have a lot of bucket list, and so do I. So, one of the bucket list was the pageant that I always wanted to do in life. And probably when I was in that age of, teenage and all that, I never got a chance. Or more than that, I can say that I never took the chance, because obviously, even at home they would be like pageant and all that. No, no, that's not the right thing to do. But somewhere later in life, after I went through one phase, and I pushed myself and I said, no, let me just do it. So it was all my personal expense, and I said, okay, even if I am completely bankrupt after this, it's fine. But because doing a pageant, yes, does involve a lot of money. It's not like it comes for a low cost or something. So I said, it's fine, I just want to experience it, win or lose, that's not what I'm going there for. So I took it up, and it really transformed me in a lot of ways, because I started looking at myself in a totally different way, and I became a lot more confident. I became a lot more positive, and I started feeling a lot more beautiful about myself. I mean, earlier probably I never used to like think that okay, I am beautiful or I am good looking. No, but after the pageant, I think that concept of self love, that self consciousness, the self respect, I think it grew leaps and bounds. So I'm really thankful for that experience. So I think that's something also I would, uh, that's one way I would want to motivate people with mental illness to push themselves. It's fine. Nothing is impossible in life. And what are you going to lose ultimately? Okay, something that involves money, yes, you might end up losing money. But if you're losing something, you're also gaining something, right? It's not just one way. They say, tali dono haath se bachti hai. So one hand, if you're losing, one hand you are gaining something. So yeah, that's what it is.
That's really nice, actually. It's not the matter of looking beautiful, or it's not the beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, is what I feel.
Right.
But what you mentioned really right is what is the confidence that what we are getting when we
Correct.
try to explore something which we want to do and which we have not been doing. The moment you cross your comfort zone and go and explore it, it's really nice. And then that is what is the one which gives us confidence. That's
Absolutely.
really nice. So, given your experience both as a performer and a practitioner, how do you balance the demands of artistic expression with the growing digital pace of modern life? And what advice would you give to young artists seeking that balance?
Right. So I think, yes, nowadays social media is a big influence. I think when we had started learning, I'm very glad we didn't have mobile phones and, cameras that would go and tell our teacher, ma'am, video. So I'm really glad that we didn't have that, because everything is written down, and it's all the muscle memory that we have grown up with, that we still remember our very basic first step that we have learned. So social media, I would say, okay, it has given a lot of negative impact, but positivity, if I look at it, the reel format that has come out, I think it's a very good platform to explore. Because I personally, initially, when I used to watch these reels, 30 seconds, 45 seconds of classical dance and all that, I used to say, Ki, what is this? I mean, we are struggling so much to put up a 1.5 hour, 2 hour show, and these people are just, getting millions of likes and followers just by a 30-second clip, 45-second clip. But I think over a period of time, especially after COVID, and when we started, the hybrid mode, or when we got on to the online platforms of class and all that, I I feel these reels have really impacted in a positive way as well. Because now even we have started enjoying doing that. Because honestly speaking, the kind of, time that we are living in, nobody has the time to sit and watch a 2 hour performance. People don't have the patience. There are very few who are really those rasikas, or the connoisseurs of art that we say, who really respect every minute of that effort that has been taken. Yes, for them, but that audience is completely different, and you have to really pick and choose that audience. But general audience, if you see, I think their uh, span of attention is probably 30 minutes a max. Beyond that, I don't think, especially youngsters, all of this Gen Z and whatever that you say, I think they really don't have a big attention span these days. So for them, I think, and I think now those are the kind of audience that are more um, out there, right? So who are really looking forward to, okay, what can I learn, where can I go, who is more active on social media, who I can follow and get inspired by, and who I can learn under. So these kind of things have really taken up now. So lot of even senior artists have started involving themselves in these social media methods to get a audience, to probably get an exposure as well. Because yeah, the stage is definitely our heart, but I think somewhere uh, we have to give a little bit of respect to social media as well, because that's where we get a lot more exposure. People get to know us a lot more than somebody coming into an auditorium and watching. Because an auditorium will have just our people, people who are known, or people who are known to us might bring some more people. So it's like, I feel it's a very short-lived exposure, if that's the right way to say it. But social media is something I think which would give a wide and vast exposure, and it will go places. I mean, even countries outside will also get that one reel followed ahead. So yeah, I think it's so the advice that I would give youngsters is just use the platform in the right way. Don't misuse it and don't overuse it. I mean, everything that you do should not be social media related. Something, do it for yourself, not just to show people.
So
So,
it's that, it's not only the social media. See, everywhere there is positivity and negativity, but
correct.
what we take it and how we use it matters the most.
Absolutely.
As you mentioned, hybrid mode, how many of us are able to do a lot of things, due to our lack of time, traveling, and other things? It'll be
Correct.
easy for us to learn from a distance, but yeah, when it comes to perfection, those who want to pursue and things like, there is always a in person. But
Yeah.
it gives a great platform, just not becoming a performer, but also to learn for my own self. When
Correct.
I do it for my own self, even for me,
Correct.
when I learn dance, it's for myself more than
Correct.
giving the performance.
Correct.
So
And I
without
think
any further,
performing art itself is a journey.
yes,
You should
exactly.
introspect more and, learn, have a self experience more than always wanting to perform,
Yes.
always wanting to be out there, kind of
It's
thing.
that you enjoy it. Is that
Correct.
you
Correct.
enjoy it?
And that is something the youngsters should really understand, because
Yeah.
for them, it's only about performing, 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 and
It's
not
not the
about
reality
learning.
shows now. So it's
Yeah, it's not about the journey. It's about what am I going to achieve next? It's just that. So, yeah, that's something they should work on.
so that's wonderful, Preeti. Without any further delay, we are going to go to the rapid fire round.
Okay,
And I just want short, crisp answers for this. Yeah.
sure.
So, dance or writing, what comes more naturally to you?
Dance.
Your favorite time of day to practice dance?
No particular favorite time. Given a chance, I would do it any time of the day.
A performance you will never forget?
There are actually a lot, but I think one that I would never forget would be the one I did in 2022 December, because that was a phase where I was going through a lot, and then I just performed my heart out. So yeah, that would be one that I won't forget.
One emotion you will love to express through Bharatanatyam?
Shringara or love.
Solo performance or group
Uh,
stage?
Solo and group both, but solo a little more because you have a lot more flexibility and convenience to express yourself.
The one song that always lifts your mood?
I think Dhanashri Tilana.
What's harder, learning the steps or mastering expressions?
Mastering expressions,
Wonderful.
always.
A place where you feel most inspired to create?
I think any place that involves nature, a lot of nature. So, yeah, I mean, if given a chance, Kailas Mansarovar would be one.
Good. One artist or dancer who inspires you?
So there are two people. One is Vaijanti Mala, because she's still performing at that amazing age that she's in. So that is something that inspires me. I wish I can be like that even at that age. And Rukmini Vijay Kumar, because I love the way she innovates. She has created her own identity again. She's not in competition with anybody,
Yes.
and she's carved her own niche and her own name. So that's
Yes.
something that inspires me.
And if not dance, what other art form would you explore?
I think acting. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much, Preeti, for this wonderful time that you shared and the insights that you have shared. Definitely, like arts in any form, be it dance, music, or theater, or painting, or sketching, or whatever it is, any form of arts, even cooking for that matter, I consider it as an art.
Art,
So
absolutely.
it gives a different kind of a soothing and calmness when you do it. It's something that is one can enjoy, and as you rightly mentioned, it's a great support system for the mental health and
Correct.
mental well-being, for your own well-being. Like it shifts your mood, it shifts so many things, and it's really wonderful. Thank you for joining us today, Preeti.
Thank
It's
you.
wonderful.
It
Looking
was
forward for more things
yes,
probably in the
absolutely.
near
Thank
future.
you so much, man.
Thank you. Thank you.